All right, so now we're on full day number 2. Till I got a bit of a sinus bit going on, but when I tell about how the trip back was, it might make sense. So we're now Christmas Eve. We started with Animal Kingdom. I actually got there a little on the earlier side, so we got to run right to Pandora, where we did Navi River Journey twice as a walk-on. Why not Flight of Passage? I spent the $50 to skip the line. So if you've done Navi River Journey, it's nice, it's relaxing, it's calm, it's atmospheric, it's a beautiful boat ride. Getting off it, then running the whole queue and getting back on the next boat was fantastic. Like it, music's good, the Shaman song just beautiful, great ride, really enjoyed. Flight of Passage. So spending the $51 because it was $70 a person, well plus taxes, it's like almost 60. Yes, so it was like $100 a day for Genie Plus and 60 if you want to ride the rides that were $17, and about 70 if it was $20. This is Disney. So where it takes you in, you skip the whole queue. So you don't go through any of the A station, you don't go through any of the bioluminescent forest. You show up right before you go into the room where they're like, we're going to link you, stand in your 12 spots. Did it, loved it, it's amazing ride. My daughter, I want to do it again. I'm like, babe, I can't lightning lane it again. It's going to be a 2-hour wait. I don't care. Do you know how long 2 hours are? She's like, oh, 120 minutes. Oh, that's a long time. Okay. 120 sounds a lot bigger than 2. And it was so cold, Everest couldn't run. How cold was it? It was around 40. Yeah. So the massive cold front that shut down the majority of the Midwest, where it was like minus 30 where I live now, it was in like the 30s. So we're like, man, it's cold. It was really cold. Obnoxiously cold. So of course we still did, the Kilimanjaro Safari, and I saw very, very few animals because it was too cold for them. Okay. Kali River Rapids had very little line because it was cold outside. They shut down the Gorilla High Trek because it was too cold outside. So we did the Maharaj Jungle Trek. We actually did fully complete the Wilderness Explorer thing, which was a ton of fun. Especially when it's like, if you don't want to go on the ride, you can just walk the exit queue and go in and talk to someone and get stuff done. Like, oh, awesome. First place we finished at was the Maharaja Trek, and she didn't have the final sticker, so we had to go someplace else. All right, fine. Now, I really, really want to see Pandora at night. Didn't see it last time because they closed at 5 when we were there in March 21. So we ate at Centuli Canteen, which is just really great food. Think of it like a really fantastic Chipotle, but it's in space. Was able to get us a table at Yak and Yeti, which is just a random spur of the moment sort of thing. Pan Asian food, really good, super ornate, just an incredibly done area. Joe Ruddy did an amazing job throughout all of Animal Kingdom. It's easily the best theming in just about everything. Also met Mickey and Minnie because I had a really short line. And I was like, all right, we got any Mickey and Minnie so they can sign, my daughter's book and all that. And so it was get in, get the photos with them. I'm like, awesome. Check Mickey and Minnie off the list. Cool. Got to Yak and Yetis. It was nighttime. Did a little walking around in Pandora. Looked really cool. All the bright pinks and the purples and the blues and the greens. We were all so stupid dead tired by then because we had multiple days of late nights and early mornings. And then as we're leaving, I'm like, well, this is a projection on the Tree of Life. See a bit of projection. Awesome, cool. Then as we're going to leave, they did the Way of Water projection. And we were farther away. Because first when we did it, there's a spot where you can walk under the Tree of Life, so we stood there, where the speakers are like 100 feet behind you. So we get to see the tree up close. So the fireworks of the animals. And it was just really amazing to see. I also really enjoyed doing the Rafiki's Planet Watch. So when we went there, there's the nutritionist. She had taken some of the animal scraps and made a Mickey. And I was like, oh, do you feed Mickeys to the animals? She goes, sometimes. Oh, like for birthdays and stuff. She goes, or if we just get bored. But the sad thing is, after having walked through all of it to do the Wilderness Explorer thing, came to the bizarre realization that even though the Pandora area is awesome, I've rode Everest like 6 times. Awesome roller coaster. But my wife didn't, she can't go on it anymore. It's like, all right, I don't want to do the Kali River Rapids. The safari's nice when it's the right time the animals are out. Like, River Journey's awesome. Flight of Passage is probably my favorite ride in the Disney World area. I was like, man, you know what? I'm thinking Animal Kingdom, unless something big happens. Like, so Flight of Passage, they did throw in some more of the new animals. So you got to see Eloos and the space whale, which might have been there before. We just didn't see them because there's a spot where you fly over water. So I don't know if the same characters were put in there earlier, like James Cameron, this is what he wanted to do, or if they threw them in later. Either way, just a fantastic ride. But someone's like, yeah, I'm almost thinking now, Animal Kingdom is probably like a half-day park. Maybe it's the second half of the day for just how awesome Pandora looks at night and how really cool the Tree of Life is at night.